I love my city. It has great parks for my kids, safe neighborhoods with friendly people, good libraries, and smooth roads. And now I can get anywhere in Arlington with Via. That's a lot. How does all that get done?
Good question. Keeping a city running takes a lot of work, and it starts with the annual budget. Just like with Legos, the parts of the city's budget come in a lot of different shapes, sizes, and colors, combining to provide the services that you have come to expect.
That makes sense. I rely on my regular trash and recycling pickup, good tasting water, and our police, who helped my neighbor just last week. How does all of that get paid for?
Well, it's a lot like your family when you sit down at the table and figure out your budget. In Arlington, our city council determines what priorities to invest in while ensuring we have a balanced budget. This year, the general fund, made up primarily from property and sales taxes, is expected to be $263 million.
That's a lot. I always wondered what my property tax bill was used for.
But remember, your property taxes are divided between 5 different groups, and as you can see, Arlington gets roughly 25%. This year's operating budget will use that money to maintain and enhance core services. They're like the building blocks of the city. This means $54 million invested in road construction and maintenance, $31 million for stormwater management and projects, which includes a proposed 50-cent a month increase. $169 million is proposed to pay for police and fire, $21 million for our parks and rec centers, and $9 million for the city's libraries. The proposed budget also includes a 3% increase in water fees to maintain our quality water service, which is still one of the lowest rates in North Texas, and a 41-cent a month increase for garbage and recycling.
Got it. But what does the city do when the unexpected occurs?
It happens. We recently lived through a global pandemic, recession, and a historic winter storm all in the same 12 months. But Arlington was ready. We set up mass testing and vaccination sites and worked 24/7 to get services restored as quickly as possible after the storm. And Arlington did it without dipping into its reserves or notably reducing services or cutting staff. And now that things are getting back to normal, people going to movies, shopping, eating out in local restaurants, and getting back to school, Arlington is positioned to build our economic momentum. Like this, the housing market is moving fast in Arlington, and it's no surprise with our safe, friendly neighborhoods and some of the most generous exemptions you'll find in the area, including the maximum homestead exemption. And the recent American Rescue Plan is helping Arlington overcome the negative economic impacts from the pandemic. That money, combined with Arlington's fiscally conservative budgeting, will allow the city to make important investments next year, including $7.2 million to restore key services, new playgrounds, and money to make sure park services are available for low-income residents, raises for employees with targeted adjustments for 911 dispatchers, more LED streetlights, generators, fire trucks, and patrol cars, and money to implement the Unity Council recommendations. In public safety, more than $7.4 million will pay for 47 new fire positions and improvements to our 911 system, while police will see an increase of $6.6 million with 20 new positions. And the proposed budget includes all of that without raising the property tax rate. In fact, for the 6th straight year, Arlington is lowering its rate.
Wow, that's a lot. It really helps to step back and look at the entire picture and everything that it takes to make it work.
You're so right. Lots of individual pieces and moving parts that merge together to create a community you can be proud of. A place that you can live, learn, work, and play, and make your American dream a reality.